hard to believe you're starting your 7th season here at Concordia. How have you changed as a coach from that first time you stepped on the ice at Concordia to this year?
Well, I think that I've learned to stay much calmer and kind of go with the roller coaster ride a little bit better every year. And I know somebody told me that. It said after your first couple of years, you're definitely going to mellow a little bit, yet that passion is always there, but definitely been able to kind of take the roller coaster and understand there's going to be ups and downs with it. But still, everybody's excited to start a season.
And you still get the butterflies. You're still pumped up about this season, just like you would be that first season.
Yeah, every year it really is exciting. And this group is it's kind of like a new group in many ways, that we graduated such a good group of young men that were here for a lot of success. And so this year there's that new anticipation of another great season.
And you talk about that, people can look at the roster and go, you lost Caleb Suderman, he's an All-American, you're losing guys, your 2 goalies, you're losing guys up on the front line, so you got a lot of people replaced, but all of a sudden you look at your roster. Let's talk about, first of all, the positives. You returned almost every one of your top scorers from last year. Does that help you guys going forward, replacing those guys? Well,
what it does is it just gives us a stability in our forward lines to where we're able to know we have guys who have contributed offensively on every, our top 3 lines. And then, again, the 4th and 5th groups are very seasoned as well with games. Maybe not 100 games each, but they definitely have contributed. So it makes it is fun to know you have that nucleus. And to have our top line back, who led the conference in scoring, pretty intact. It's really exciting. Those guys are fun to watch. They make plays every time they're on the ice.
And talk a little bit about Andrew Dieters, the captain this year, leading goal scorer last year. I mean, people know what he does on the ice, but off the ice, talk a little bit about what he brings to the team as far as his character.
Well, he's just a terrific leader, and he's in it for the whole. Like he is as concerned about how everybody's doing in the classroom or how everybody's doing at home with their families than he is about if he's contributing on the ice. In fact, like this year, he's like, Coach, I learned something about a teammate this summer that I didn't even know about. And he's like, I feel terrible that I didn't know about it before. And I'm like, man, that's great. And you kind of get a good feeling there. And he was a junior captain last year, and he said, I'm going to lead on the ice with what he did. And now he's kind of took a big step. He's just one of those kids. And he's a great story for young kids coming into the program. He came out of high school. Played 3 games as a freshman, 15 games as a sophomore, leads the league as a junior. It's one of those things that it's really, really joyous as a coach to have that.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the guys you're going to have to replace, the Caleb Suderman, both goalies. What are you most concerned? Are you most concerned on the blue line, or are you most concerned between the pipes?
Well, Caleb you're not going to replace.
Sure.
You're not going to replace Caleb Suderman in the fact of 4 years, all-conference, all-American, led the country in scoring for defensemen. Where we want to have, Caleb, I'm just throw it out the window.
Yeah.
I want to build and say, okay, how are we going to place Caleb as team defense, and asking 3 or 4 forwards to chip in 2 more goals. Jordan Cobber right now has kind of emerged as a guy who's looking like he's going to get the first look in the net. And I just want him to go back there and no pressure. Jordan, play the game, compete like you do, and we're going to do our best in front of you to give you shots you can handle. And sometimes with Neil and Kelly, we were so accustomed to them making saves that maybe we didn't defend as well in front of him as we could. Because we're like, well, Chris is going to make that save, or Kelly's going to make that save. So I'm excited for Jordan with our team, understanding that it's a group effort. So the goaltending position is a group effort right now. I'm excited about it.
And what about some newcomers that have impressed you so far as the first weeks in practice?
John Grabowski is going to be a fun player to watch. Zach Deering, both came from a good junior program. Brian Kronberger on defense has been outstanding. And then Shane Ginger and Dalton Mills. Those guys are going to contribute up front in many ways. So it's just, and then guys coming back like Christian Axelson has took a huge step, and he's in the offseason, as Sam Colburn took a huge step. You know, Alex Koopmeiners has took a huge step. Benny McWilliams. So like that's exciting for me to see guys who are in the program take steps. So as much as the new guys.
Perfect. Now you guys open this weekend at the showcase, Augsburg and St. Mary's. Are you going in there with the idea of, you know, we're going to like win games, or you just want to have your team progresses and kind of get used to each other on the ice in game-like situations?
Oh, every time we go into a game, I mean, we're in it to win it. I mean, you have to be in it to win it, and that's I think that's evolved in our program to where before maybe early we were just trying to compete. We want to win games. I mean, and our guys have that. They want to do that. So, yeah, we're gonna go down on Friday and Saturday, and we want to win that game. I mean, does that make sense? Did I answer it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, without a doubt. Yeah. So you're looking to win. Anything that you're putting on the board in practice now that are going to be the keys this weekend? What are you trying to focus for this weekend?
Well, we've focused on our philosophy has always been you got to defend. So we've just worked, and that's been a calling card of teams that we've had here has been great team defense, and that's always our focus. That's what it's been. We'll throw the offense out there. I mean, we're going to get to some offensive things, obviously, yet our calling card is going to be team defense.
Yep. So things won't change for the Cobbers. You're going to look at that team defense, and you got to bring the scores. So you're going to.
We like a 4-2 win with an empty net. That's kind of what would that be ideal for us? Is 3-2 score empty netter to win 4-2 or whatever it may be. That's a good Cobber score.
Now, and then finally, with the season wise, you graduate all those players. You made the playoffs. You've made the playoffs for several years. Does those plans change at all? Because you have to kind of rebuilding, or are you just going to reload and try? That's your goal every year now.
Every year is that. Yeah, it's always, and we kind of talk about having things in an order. It's kind of like here's the first. Well, you got to do certain things to get to other places. So a big theme with our team is process. The only team that you'll see in our locker room is Augsburg. Like that's who we're playing first. Then they come down, whoever it is that next week. It's process, it's daily. We talk about getting better every day. I know it's cliche, yet I say it's a huge challenge, guys, to stay in that practice today. Because that's all we got. And I know it seems like, that seems simple. Well, it isn't, though. It's really hard to do that. So that's kind of our focus. And the guys buy into that.
Perfect. Good luck this weekend.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate it.